Get money, get more money.
Franchise mode, back with another video. Game 14, we're at home playing against the Carolina Panthers. Let's go. Carolina, huh? Oh, Christian McCaffrey. Dalvin Cook has 2,000. Look at Justin Jefferson, 1,200 receiving yards.
Today. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Pass incomplete.
How did you drop that?
Backfield, this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer defense.
I'll definitely take that, but you gotta catch that, JJ. You can't drop that.
But you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the benefit.
He's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time.
Give it to DC. Something light. Okay, Carolina came back down to score. Okay, I like.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Wow.
Too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown forced his way
Good
through.
sack.
Drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Good sack.
So much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a
Sure, he
really nice
blocks.
job staying in their
Slot
proper
protect to the
places
left.
and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Flushed out.
Good hit, A.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. These two teams all tied after 1. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. And he's got his time.
Let's go.
Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it.
Oh!
He'll pick up 7 there.
Tripped me a little bit.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now they'll throw here. Out they go.
Throwing out a sack.
Complete.
Intended for
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no
good
loss of
defense, though.
confidence from that defense. And now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank.
Take the first though.
Across midfield and just shy of the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Wow.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. A loss of 1.
Okay, Carolina, look at
Two.
you.
They're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get
6
a lot of
carries for 6 yards.
in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box. And there's nowhere to run.
I'll throw him the ball just says I can't run it.
Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
On the slant. Put Dalvin Cook on the streak. Slot protect to the left.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Wow.
It's dangerous.
Bad pass.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd
Bad
down.
pass. Bad
I think
throw.
you gotta
Bad
be
read.
careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard leaves him.
Oh, they stopped in my run game. 7 carries for 7 yards.
They'll look to throw here. Screwing, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Carlson on for the field goal.
Kicker at 3.
Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
Okay. We got a goodie.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. For a lot of people, MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting at with him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game.
Uh-oh. Bro, why was Thielen and Homeboy just standing there? Just standing there.
Play there just before.
Just because y'all didn't get the ball, that means y'all can't block. Help a brother out.
Time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Are they gonna blitz? Let's see what they're gonna do. I'll take it.
It's caught.
Touchdown. I'll take it.
Touchdown, Minnesota. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go.
7-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few.
Let's get some space.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Punt it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Just going to halftime. They really shut down my run game. And they just scored. Oh, man.
So the football will be at the 25-yard
Shut me down
line
first
as
half.
this offense gets set to take over. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Don't get that man hope. Don't get that man hope.
17 yards and moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
Just gonna say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're
the
just
ball.
back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Oh,
Good punt.
special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up.
Good stuff, defense.
Takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Sack.
Drops incomplete, but if he was
Wow.
in fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the
7 at
first
the
down
40.
marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen.
Still got it. Good stuff. Take our 3. They're playing good defense. We got a goodie. We got a goodie.
Now the offense back.
Cannot run. They stopping my run.
Take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
Defense is holding up so far. They got me at the 1-yard line.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham.
Carried by the full.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Once more, it's the fullback Ham. And a nice pickup as this
Let's
one gets
go.
up to the 10-yard line.
He was brought
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total.
Oh, man.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
no gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon.
They stopped all my runs.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Brings up 3rd.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd.
First team to stop my runs all year.
That's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. The strong safety position ended up making the tackle.
Only threw for 148 yards.
Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside. inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was almost a fumble.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings.
Let's go. Let's go.
Touchdown, Vikings.
We keep fighting.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
Let's go.
So the football will be at the 25.
Let's go.
As this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of
100 yards. Oof, we had to work for that 100-yard gain.
I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 8. Let's hit him with that deuce close. Stretch to the right.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
9. Let's run this ball. They can use last timeout.
See a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout
this ball.
defensively. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now first.
Defense got to hold up.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see.
Good job, defense.
On 1st down, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
Shout out to Carolina. They really locked down my run game.
2nd down play. They run it again with Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Allen Robinson. Give us some breathing room.
Allen Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on. Charles, we saw a lot of points.
Let's go. GG's. 14-0. That was a tough game. Shout out to Carolina. But at the end of the day, Skull Vikings.
Continue to get better at what they do.
Getting money, getting money, getting money, get more money, get.